Oh, God, I can't believe I'm doing this review. Alright, I decided to do a movie on a review of a review on a movie that I didn't have, okay, that I didn't own, but that I've seen. And for a change, I usually do movies that are pretty good. I've done Doctor Who and stuff like that. Pretty excellent TV series. Um, Pretty excellent movies I do and stuff like that. I'm going to be doing a review later on of Dallas Buyers Club, which I will see tomorrow because I'm going to be getting it tomorrow. Anyways, off the subject here. Okay, I do movies that I have. Now I'm going to do a review of something that I don't have. Okay, and it's an extraordinarily strange movie, okay? It's called Food of the Gods, alright? Now, this morning, I happened to look at a few videos of this, and it just cracks me up about how, oh, man, this movie is so bad. I swear to God, it's one of those movies that I watched when I was really tired, and there was nothing on. It came on an encore. It just was absolutely laughable. I mean, the whole entire damn thing was just absolutely laughable. I mean, it's just absolutely some of the most bizarre special effects I have ever seen in my entire life. It's just really, really a bizarre movie. And let me get this one by you, okay? Alright. This movie was by master writer, a legend, H.G. Wells, who made such phenomenal books as The Time Machine, War of the Worlds, one of the greatest alien invasion books of all time, made into one of the greatest alien invasion movies of all time. The list goes on and on and on. All right. Now we have probably his not very well known book called Food of the Gods, which is about a story of basically some kind of food that comes up from the ground. Okay, some kind of weird meal that comes up out of the ground, and somehow the animals are seemingly attracted to this. But what happens to these animals when they are seemingly attracted to this meal? Well, guess what? You're not going to believe this, but they blow up to about 5 times the size that they already are. Yes, it's that silly. And to me, it really kind of does. It's not really a book. I have read it. And really, actually, the book is a hell of a lot better. It's actually a very scary book because it plays around with man's dominance over the world and what would happen if animals got the power to dominate man, and what would they do with that power? You know, would they no longer share this world with man? Would they have to be given the power to have the complete power and supremacy over man, through this magical meal that they eat. And it sounds really silly from H.G. Wells, but if you read the book, it's a very good book. It's much more scarier than the movie. A hell of a lot more, 1,000 times more scarier than the movie itself. I mean, the movie really leaves you, the book really leaves you with the fact of that thought in your back of your mind that what would happen if, we no longer were in control of this planet? What would happen if animals completely had the power to just overtake man, period? And throughout of most intensifyingly violent things they could possibly do to man, because of this meal that they have eaten. This meal actually changes their brain patterns into doing absolutely barbaric and terrible things to man. That is another interesting thing, is that you never thought of H.G. Wells making a horror story, but this is in fact his horror story. Okay, now we go on to the movie itself, and the movie is just absolutely laughable. I mean, it has some of the worst special effects I've ever seen. It's certainly the most strangest special effects I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay, let me describe a few scenes for you in the movie, okay? When the animals start eating this feed, whatever the hell this stuff is, this meal that they're eating, they start to grow at an insurmountable rate. All right, we're talking about rats growing about 4 or 5 times, 4 or 5 times the size that they are. I mean, we're talking about 8-foot rats. I mean, we're talking about 5-foot chicken. I mean, it just, it's that ridiculous. I mean, the scenes with the animal attacks are just absolutely hilarious. They have a couple of scenes where bees are like floating, and they're trying to attack the people, or heroines, in the movie and stuff like that. Absolutely laughable. You could tell the bees are plastic, and the rats, the animatronic rats, are just not convincing at all. You could tell they look too plush, they look too fake, and they look like they're plush toys. I mean, they look at almost like plush toys trying to attack people and stuff like that. But then they counterattack that with realistic scenes of rats climbing on a model house that you can obviously see a model house. The movie is absolutely laughable. The acting is not convincing at all. It's just, I mean, there's an attack scene in the movie where the guy finds a giant 5-foot chicken in the barn and stuff like that, and he has a battle with this 5-foot chicken, this kind of Spartan battle with the 5-foot chicken, and I don't know, KFC must have lost their chicken or something like that. I don't know. It is just absolutely ridiculous. It's an absolutely stupid movie. I mean, here is a book that could have been a masterpiece of a movie, and they just completely screwed it all up. Now, if it was done in this day and age, okay, it would make a convincing, really bad sci-fi movie. All right, and it belongs on a station like that. If they made a 2-part miniseries on Food of the Gods, I would watch it, and it would probably be convincing to me because of the fact that I know that sci-fi makes cheesy movies. Now, it deserves to be on that channel. Not, when you see the 70s version, the effects are just, oh God, it's not convincing. It's just really laughable. And I have to say that it is really one of the strangest and most bizarre movies I've ever seen. And it was about 10 times more bizarre, being that I was tired and there was really nothing on, and I just switched it over, and it was really an experience that I'd rather forget. And I don't know why I'm reviewing it right now, other than the fact that I really have not reviewed any shitty movies. And this one would be on the top of my shitty list. It's just not a good movie at all. It's just not really... It just really is. I mean, watch it at your own risk, because it really is bizarre. It's like you're going to sit there and try to figure out what the hell the movie really even is. I mean, if you want a good laugh, then watch it. I mean, it's hilarious. I mean, it's good for a laugh. I mean, if you want to pay your money to go to see a laugh, to get a laugh, sometimes you pay for purposely go to a movie and it's it was supposed to be serious, but it's really not that funny. I mean, it's really not that serious, but it turns out to be really funny. So you figured you got your money's worth anyways because you got a laugh out of it. Well, that's one of these movies where just, it just, you watch it, you get a laugh out of it, and that's about it. That's all you're going to get out of it. I mean, the creature effects are just laughable. The acting is incredibly bizarre. A lot of screaming and stuff like that, and just bizarre acting, and it just is a really weird movie. All right, well, I'm going to cut this short. I really don't know why I reviewed this movie. I just thought, what the hell, I was thinking of it, and I don't know where the hell you can rent it, but it's out there somewhere. Thank you for watching, and you have a good night.